Nick Markakis of the Braves described his feelings towards the Astros players. If you're just listening to this audio, it is fairly intense. If you can't see the video we're about to play, Nick Markakis looks like one of the scarier human beings I have seen in a while. It's as if he's getting ready to fight Tyson Fury this weekend. Mm-hmm. That's the level of intensity in the man's face. Here is Nick Markakis of the Braves, really pissed off at Houston.
Okay.
It's anger. I feel like every single guy over there needs a beating. It's wrong. They're messing with people's careers. I know as players we do not agree with what they did. We don't stand behind them, and never will we support them for their actions. And I think they got off pretty easy. They're going to be able to go out there and compete with no ramifications at all, which is wrong. And I think the commissioner completely handled it the wrong way. But that's the way he did it, and that's the way we got to live with it. But I know a lot of people disagree with him, and the way he handled the situation, he should be embarrassed of himself.
All right. Again, that was Nick Markakis of the Atlanta Braves, just coming in spraying, just very upset at the world. How big an issue do you think this is, Tim?
Wait, the entire thing?
Just everything he hit on.
I have in every way, shape, and form been very consistent on this issue from the very start of this issue, which we go back to the Red Sox and the Yankees being nailed for it. I am the one that says I will read all of these papers in front of me. I will continue to evolve. And when people make points that are worth taking into account, I will take them into account. When we sat here and discussed the Yankees and the Red Sox punishments, I said to you, Major League Baseball needs to be very careful. You can't just, I know they're two massive franchises in your ecosystem, but you can't just slap them on the hand because it's going to be a bigger problem. When it came to the Houston Astros, I sat across from you, and what did I say? I said they need to look at the players. I don't know why they left the players alone. I understand it's a PA issue. We've come to learn more about this. But I stand by the idea that Rob Manfred grossly underestimated the fury of the rest of Major League Baseball when it comes to this. And then attempting to somehow mitigate that fury by saying, hey, don't throw at them, has just made it worse. Every step of the way in this story that goes back years has been a misstep by Major League Baseball. And I will not step away from this in any way, shape, or form, even if you want to support Rob Manfred in this moment. They have screwed up. They have screwed up badly. And I can't wait to see how it plays out this year, because I don't think anyone outside Houston Astros fans and or the players like what's transpired here and like the punishment that has been doled out by Major League Baseball. And if they're not going to do it, then the rest of Major League Baseball will. And it's going to be a fun year to watch. We're talking fastballs to the ribs, kids.
Or higher.
And repeatedly.
Or higher. This vitriol is not fastball to the ribs solely.
I don't like fastball to the head.
No one likes it, but people don't care right now.
I don't mind fastball to the ribs if you cheated the game.
Based on what I'm hearing out of some parts of Houston, I don't even mind fastball to the head, and I don't like saying that. But people are that upset. Nick Markakis doesn't say anything.
Listen,
that guy was ready to jump a guy and rip his head off. Like you're right. The vitriol aspect of this, the commissioner was not expecting.
Had no idea.
Was not expecting this at all. Now, again, based on the reporting that you alluded to last night with Jeff Passan and Evan Drellich from The Athletic, in terms of the fact the league knew they'd lose every appeal from the players based on the way Jeff Luhnow handled it. With that said, none of the players care about that.
No.
None of the players give a damn about that. Never mind if it's true. They couldn't care less.
Listen, when it's Trevor Bauer going after you, you can kind of brush it off your shoulder.
That's so true.
When it's Mike Trout, listen, what I found remarkably interesting about all of this is that we hadn't heard from the Red Sox. And you know why we hadn't heard from the Red Sox, because they're embroiled in it too.
Well, they got a thing coming next week, so we'll see what's up with them.
But for Aaron Judge to jump in on this now, like the Yankees were embroiled in this. Now maybe not near what Houston did or is accused of doing, but for Aaron Judge to jump in the way Aaron Judge did tells you there's levels to what we're talking about
Well,
here.
see, I would disagree with what you just said in terms of being embroiled. There is no team more embroiled than the Yankees in this. With all due respect to the Dodgers, and I know Cody Bellinger and Justin Turner, everyone's really upset. 2 of the last 3 years, the Yankees have lost to this team in an ALCS.
No, I know, but the Yankees were guilty of this, and I think that's why you heard some silence from the Yankees. But when Aaron Judge speaks up, I think now you're shaving levels of cheating, right?
In what way?
Well, the Yankees and the Red Sox got caught up in this battle back and forth
You're
with
talking
the
about
Apple.
2017.
Yeah, the
I see
Apple
what you're
Watches,
saying.
right?
Yeah.
And so we sat here and we had a conversation about the Apple Watches and whether or not how bad that was. And I just said it was the gateway drug of cheating in Major League Baseball. And if you're starting with that, wait till you find out what you end up with. And lo and behold, look what we ended up with. So for the Yankees to end up here, for Aaron Judge to end up saying, this is ridiculous, to me is another step in this because you got caught in 2017.
Right. It's funny, though, the Yankees, and we're going to run the clip from Aaron Judge here in 2 seconds, they don't feel the same way exactly as you do, but I don't disagree with you. The Yankees and Red Sox kicked the football on this. They were on the opening kickoff of this electronic BS back in 2017.
But that's why I thought everyone was silent from Yankees, Red Sox. Now, Red Sox are another level, but I think what Aaron Judge does right here is set the tone. We weren't as bad as what Houston did.
Did you think the Astros should be stripped of their 2017 championship?
I just don't think it holds any value. With you cheated and you didn't earn it. That's how I feel. Is it wasn't earned.
When the Manfred's report came out, you deleted a tweet that congratulating Altuve back in 17. Is that accurate? Did you delete that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And for the obvious reasons that we're talking about here?
Yeah, I think I took it down like right when I think the story broke out. Right when I think Mike Fiers came out and talked with The Athletic and stated that, this is what was going on in 17, and once I heard that, it's just sick to my stomach.
Again, that was Aaron Judge in Tampa earlier today as the slow drip from the Yankees continues to come out of their spring training facility regarding the Houston Astros, who beat them in 2 of the last 3 American League Championship Series.
Are there 2 bigger stars in Major League Baseball than Aaron Judge and Mike Trout?
Mookie Betts is probably up there. I'd say Mookie Betts is up there.
Okay, he can't really say anything.
Yet.
Right.
Yet. But, Alex Anthopoulos today was on The Fan this morning, and he made the point of, in terms of punishing the players, he goes, is there a worse punishment than Mike Trout saying he's lost respect for you?
Yes. That's
I didn't buy that line either.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't buy the line either.
Absolutely, there is more punishment, and this is what we had to do with the steroid guys, and now people want to vote them in the Hall of Fame.
Well, this one's going to be a little different. This one's going to be a little different.
But don't you see how it's similar? They all cheated the game, and then people just forget about it.
I think this is worse.
I agree.
I think what the Houston Astros did by a country mile was worse than any of the steroid
They all
guys.
cheated the game, and you're just not in the midst of it right now because time heals all wounds. And when Major League Baseball passes down their judgment, they know damn well that time heals all wounds, and they're just hoping that it goes away.
Well, when they get thrown at every other game, they're going to know it's not going away. And quite frankly, ratings will increase.
We were supposed to hear from the head of the PA, Tony Clark, today.
I'm glad we didn't.
We didn't really hear from him, although we did in the Evan Drellich story last night. He said, and I quote, "The players in the PA are focused on how we collectively move forward across all areas of our industry to ensure a level playing field at all times. We're working with the players and the league to establish those standards."
That wasn't my sound effect board. That was McAuliffe's mouth. That was McAuliffe's mouth.